Yeah. Yes,
Reports
sir.
are currently coming in from the West Coast.
Ahead of my time, now let me apologize for how I've sort of traumatized your children when I spit these homicides. Big brother or big sister, I sit upon a vista. I'm too raw for you visits. I'm a monster that calls y'all to fall and fidget. You not even in the option, you midgets. All of your attempts to be greater than me are painful to see. I created your style, you owe your payments to me. Pennies and dimes, nickels and quarters. You can't afford it, you ought to get slaughtered. You sorta on the border of losing supporters.
Hey guys, welcome to the lab and another episode of Sundaze with the Clink Room. Today joined by my good friend Zach, aka Soundwaves.
So
How you doing, Z?
great. Tired as hell, but good to be here. I appreciate you having me on again.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you being flexible.
Yeah.
You agreed right away to come on.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone missed your first episode, I'm gonna put a link right there for your first episode. Check it out. But it's been a couple months. You're super active in the community, so I figured, hey, why not bring you back on for a second run, second solo episode. You've definitely been on some of the community streams and stuff like that. So, welcome back to the show. And let's go through it. So, Clink had themselves a pretty strong week. So we saw another one of the kind of I guess we'll call it influencer collaborations. I guess Fresh Colorway specific curations, I guess. But Steve Johnson, he was on last week to kind of show off his pack. But the Saw3edoff Samurai 6-pack. What were your kind of initial thoughts on his curated pack?
I really like the logos he brought back. The first thing that really struck me was the Vegas whales. I just love that logo. And then the one on top, who did that one? Aurelian?
I can look it up. I think Emperor Drip put me on the spot now. I mean, wait, hold on. It's on one of the next pages.
Oh,
Austin. Sorry,
Austin did that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, the logos are sick, dude. And I like these kind of packs where they're all 5 or 6 different colorways,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's really easy to pick up multiples. The Vegas Whales is the one that caught my eye. Is that a navy crown or black?
Navy.
I think the original was black, right? So it's kind of similar to the OG, but really solid. And obviously, I'm a huge fan of Kobo, so the middle 2 are sick. Hammerheads. It's a great pack, dude. Good logos.
Yeah, that's one thing that was kind of unique. Like some people took the opportunity to kind of grab hats that they miss, logos that they missed out on. Maybe things that came up before they started collecting. But this was the first time that I kind of noticed that whoever did it, he had all 6 hats ready to go next to. He posted them too. It was a pretty cool kind of photo shoot. So make sure you guys check out Steve's Instagram. But yeah, he posted all the originals and all of his kind of redos. So let's kind of break down his pack. Samurai Kong Inc., Chibi Kong, and Catalina Bison are the first 3 we'll kind of review. Anything about these hats that kind of sticks out to you?
I like the Samurai Kong's really good.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a reverse
flag.
That's really cool touch.
Yeah.
And I like the feel of the Catalina Bison and how it's kind of a sunsetty feel, just chilling. That's a good one. I don't know how I'm feeling about the white crown and the purple visor, but I know that's a hot logo. People want that one, so that one should do pretty well.
For sure. The Catalina Bison, I mean, he took like such a normal or such a pastel-y kind of colorway and flipped it to the black and just kind of let that kind of like orange and the yellows kind of shine through. Feels like a completely different hat. It's got like a rust under too. But yeah,
it is a rust orange UV, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then like you, I think the one that really stands out to me is the Samurai Kong ink. Just how they brought back a classic, but just did it different enough that it's so different than the original. And like you said, yeah, it's like a reverse Japanese flag, which I think is so cool.
Yeah, I don't have a good red crown either.
Yeah,
so it might be one to pick up.
Yeah, it's got a cool touch too, white button.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's got a white button.
It's nice.
Yeah. And then moving forward, Vegas Whales, Emperor Drip, and Hammered. Anything that sticks out to you in these three?
I love them all. Like I told you earlier when we were texting, I'm a Stars fan, so that the one on the right, the Hammerheads.
Oh, right.
I can go with a lot of my Stars gear. And Austin's always solid.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with Emperor Drip. And then, like I said earlier, Vegas Whales. I just love that logo.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, what is it, the Gamblers? Their alternate logo? It's like a beluga whale, and he's like tossing some.
Right. They're throwing. He's like throwing the dice almost.
Yeah, reminds me of that. It's really good.
Yeah, that's the Las Vegas Aviators that become the Gamblers for theme night.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, these are all three solid, man.
Yeah, when I think of Dallas Stars and Hammered, I think of Eddie Belfour and his little brush with a lob, but eventually became a Leaf great too. So go Stars.
Yeah. I like the green beer on that too. That'd be good. St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, perfect for St. Patty's Day. Yeah, I'm so glad he brought back Vegas Whales, man.
Yeah, me too.
Such a cool logo, and definitely Jason V, one of his early great ones. When I interviewed him and asked him which of his designs he would most want to bring back, that was his answer. So that's pretty cool that was brought back by Steve. But all right, cool. Moving on. The next 6 we're going to cover are all last calls. So these next 6 hats will be up for pre-order until midnight tonight, and then they'll be sent off for production. So
get them while you can, man.
Yeah, Kongboy, Bloodline, and Beer League. Anything stick out to you here?
I love Kongboy. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I almost preferred I think she had it on a. Can't remember what it was. A green crown. Might have been rifle or olive or something like that, and it was just the Kongboy. But this one's solid. It's kind of like her. What was it? The one she did with Adam with the dog and the braille on the bottom.
Yes, Love is Blind. Love is Blind.
It kind of has that feel where it has like the texture part on the bottom, like the buttons are like raised. That's a really cool addition to that.
Right.
That's gonna be sick, man. I like that one. And then obviously MJ's just incredible. So interesting to see how that one turns out.
Milos killed that one. That's almost like a LeBron high school logo, almost.
That's good.
Yeah, did a great job. Heather's the hook's right on. That green that she kind of captured. Anyone who's played with a handheld device from back in the day from Nintendo knows that green color. So nailed it with that. All right, moving forward. We got Crossing by CBS Inc., Guardian Spirit, Sierra Gons, and Give Him Some Lip by Raphael. Anything stick out to you here?
I think Crossing is cool. They used glow in the dark in that, right?
I could check. Let me see.
I think they did. It's a really good one. I mean, CBS is just great artist.
I don't know if they did because none of these. Oh. Yeah, I don't think so because it's all. None of it's really white, really.
Oh, okay. Either way, it's good.
Yeah.
And the one with Raphael, I'm trying to read it. Give him.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm mixing up Crossing and Guardian Spirit. Sorry, Crossing has.
Okay. I was like, that looks white to me, or is it just my screen?
Yeah. Sorry. For whatever reason, I got Sierra on the mind. I'm wearing his jersey, so I check these instead. But yes, that one.
Yes. I like Sierra's. You know the light play on it. I was kind of trying to figure out where the sunset's coming from, but cool lighting on that one. And then Raphael's, they went for something different there. It's like a lavender crown, right?
Yeah, it looks like it's lavender.
Yeah,
that one's super interesting.
Yeah, I mean, the embroidery. I think the embroidery is gonna be kind of cool with the whatever they drew the skull with the lipstick. How it's gonna be kind of raised.
Yeah. Yeah. So
What
yeah, it's listed lavender black,
Yeah.
scarlet undervisor. Yeah.
So yeah, I think the one that stands out to me is crossing. It's just balanced really well, and the glow in the dark is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like the most mascotty one out of them
Yep.
all. Give him some lip is going to be interesting too because there's no thread fill on the skull, so it's just going to be the outline part. So
Yep.
it's definitely a cool concept that's we've never really seen anything done like that.
No.
Maybe some neon stuff, but even neon stuff will have a fill, like a stitch fill. So
Yeah.
It'll be cool to see how they kind of do that one. And rounding this week off, there was a shock drop. So Glowfish came back in another classics colorway, Clinker Jesse with the angler fish.
Got this one through a lot of
version. Sorry?
It's like the third.
So this is like a Clink 1.0. They brought it back in a recolor, in a pre-order, and then they shock dropped it in a shock drop, and then they shock dropped it again with the same patch. So second time with the Clink Classics side patch.
Yeah, it's great colors.
Yeah.
Blue and the orange can't go wrong.
Yeah, I love this logo. I love how it embroiders. I actually have it in hand. So let me just show everyone how it kind of looks in hand. But great logo. And then just the textures of the fish scale. I don't know.
It's pretty good.
Like that's so badass.
Does this one glow in the dark too?
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does.
Nice.
And black light. But yeah, perfect hat here. I saw some complaints. I mean, there are always going to be some complaints about the side patch, but I don't mind the side patch in this case.
No, yeah, I mean, I can see both angles. You know, as an artist for Clink Room, it's kind of a rite of passage, or what am I trying to say?
Yeah, you got to earn this one at least.
It's like a badge of honor, so I can appreciate that, and it deserves it. So
exactly.
And on the other hand, I guess some people are just incredibly annoyed at side patches. So.
All right. Speaking of no side patches, these were my two pickups from Steve's pack. So Vegas Whales, no side patch. He opted to do no side patch on his whole pack. Gray under.
Got metallic copper on it or what?
Sorry?
Is that metallic copper on the outline? And
yeah. All the bits is metallic copper.
I might have to get that, dude.
Yeah, metallic copper. I got some mint and some navy, and then this one was a must. I have the original, but to have both, I think it's a great pairing, and then it's got that white little button on it. So I think you did a great job. Good job, Steve. Good job, Mr. Dome Pieces, with facilitating. But yeah, all right. Moving forward, the next 20 hats we'll cover, so they'll be up for voting tomorrow. So if you want to see any of them hit the shop, make sure you guys vote for your favorites. So
get in there.
Off really strong, I'd say. San Antonio Fitted and Phil Hauser, little abacus versus calculator battle here.
Sounds funny.
The calculator is about to give the abacus the crane kick.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts here?
Such a good character designer.
Yeah, so much personality, right?
Yeah. The only thing is, I'm not sure I like the tonal UV. I would have preferred maybe a Panama tan or something, or maybe even like a darker green, just to give some kind of contrasting color. You caught what was on the calculator's screen, right?
Is it boobs? Boobs.
Which plays into like the immaturity of the calculator, which is funny.
Yeah. That's the only thing I remember on the calculator doing. Boobs.
What'd you say?
That's like the only thing I remember doing on the calculator, boobs.
Oh yeah. I didn't learn anything in school except that.
Yeah.
I just hope people understand that it's a abacus on the right.
Kind of I don't know how many people. I think if you're born in the anytime after 2000, you might not, maybe, but they're definitely around from time.
Yeah. No, that's a great one, dude. Hope it does well.
Yeah. No, yeah, like real crazy notes.
Mhm.
I'd probably opt for a green bottom just to separate from the gray.
Yeah.
San Antonio fitteds too, so it's got like the San Antonio Spurs colorway, which is cool.
I didn't even think about
Kind of
that.
do that. Phil's kind of doing that kind of tonal outline, which is pretty cool. I would probably opt for like like a metallic silver maybe for that outline, just to kind of give
Okay.
it that kind of shimmery pop. But yeah,
Yeah.
good piece.
Well, great job, dude.
All right, moving forward, number 2, Moonlight View. Adrian's outline. I'm not familiar with their work, so I'm gonna pull up their profile while you kind of give me your initial thoughts here.
Yeah, I looked this dude up last night. I think this was like a piece of his art he did a while ago.
Okay, looks
I don't
like
know.
a t-shirt artist almost too. Got some T Republic account.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could start with the colorway. Is kind of random. It's like a navy UV, navy crown, teal visor, and like a
Might be purple.
what
Might
kind of
be
blue?
might be purple. Might be navy. Yeah,
Looks
almost like a Charlotte Hornets colorway, almost
yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, I don't know how. I love cats. I just don't know how I feel about just a cat in the window.
Yeah.
The silhouette's kind of cool. I don't know. It's a cool first go if this is his first submission.
Yeah. So that's one of these things. Like it looks cool. I just don't know if there's enough connection or enough kind of like you said, like enough story to kind of connect. I mean, there are tons of people who like cats, whatever.
True.
But yeah, I don't know if there's enough here. Yeah, but it is cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool piece. I'd probably opt for like a gray under just to kind of separate the purple off the purple, but or the blue off the blue, whatever color this is. Looking at his page, it looks more blue, but on this screen, almost looks purple. But either way, good for start. Number 3, Josh Wolves getting in on the bug week with the Roach Coach. What are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, what can you say, man? He's probably one of my favorite designers lately, man. I just wish he got more chances. This is sick, though. I love the neon colors in this.
Yeah, it's like twisted metal meets almost like rat pink,
Yeah.
He's got the little cool details on him, like the burger taco and the hot dogs flying out. The wheels are popping. Yeah.
I like that sneaky two-tone too. It's like a graphite.
Yeah. And I love a funky green under. I'm always in on
all
that.
the green,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great work, Josh. And that design file looks sick, dude. Who gave you that?
The what?
Just kidding. I posted a story where I offered people the master file for the designs.
Oh.
And I just edited a couple things that were off with it.
Right.
But yeah, great work, man.
Good job. All right. And number 4, Better Off by Liam Snow. I don't know if he didn't list this as a collab, but
no, I think it was solo.
Okay. Good piece.
Yeah, solid work. When I first saw it, I thought it was Heather.
I would have swore this is Heather's work, but
yeah, looks like her work.
But Lee Snow. Oh, I'm calling him Liam. It's Lee M. Snow.
Oh, got it.
So
yeah, solid. I think it has to do with the Bible somehow. I think it's a verse or something.
Yeah, he's got I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. Ecclesiastes 9:4.
That's to me, dude.
I'm not religious at all, so I'll be the last.
I used to be a Jesus freak, man. Back in like 6th grade. I was heavily into that stuff. Not anymore.
Fair enough. I
mean, other than that, it's solid work. I'm trying to think if you weren't religious, could you connect to it somehow?
I still think you can. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a cool looking dog. Like kind of Labradorish, almost
Yeah.
American boxer or American bulldogish. Yeah, it's a cool piece.
Solid Workley. I would just probably change the button to black.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like the, one color, and different color visor and UV.
Yeah, I'm with you. I just don't know really what. Okay. But he who is joined with all the living has hope, for the living dog is better than a dead lion. Interesting. For the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing, and they have no more reward, for the memory of them is forgotten. That's
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
All right. Good work, dude.
Mhm.
Keep at it, dude.
It's another cats versus dogs thing, maybe. I don't know, but
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
cool piece. Cool piece. Number 5,
Nice.
Afterlife Express, Resurrection Week potential entry. Milos, what are your thoughts here?
I mean, he always does clean work. Stop, dude. She's asking for my daughter's here. She's asking for her stand-up whiteboard. What do you want to design some hats?
No, I want to put them.
No, but I mean, Milos, what can you say about his work, dude? Always solid. I know it's been done before, maybe like the Afterlife Express Skull on a Train. What Wynn did it a long time ago, but
Oh, my chalkboard.
I like this one way better.
How about my chalkboard?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice piece. You don't really see him kind of explore this kind of like monochromatic theme either. He's just
I was about to say
different greens. So it's cool to see him kind of get in his bag and kind of expand a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, he could have easily did this like black, silver, orange, red, but he went with like a cool kind of green.
Kind of a ghostly feel to it,
Yeah.
Maybe change up UV, or I'm trying to think how it will look in hand. I'm not a big fan of like gray UVs on a green crown, but
I love a gray with a green, but
like a darker gray would be cool, like a misty or something. Other than that, that's the only thing I can say.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah,
I like this one. All right, number 6, roasted.
Boom.
Yeah, boom, roasted. Food fight. Could also be like a gas station week too, potentially. But Josh Foles with the double glizzies on a stick. What are you thinking here?
I love this, dude.
It's so fun, right?
Yeah, I love barbecue and stuff. Okay. Yeah, I like that he just kept the border and then the fire just one color. I think most people would have added like a lighter shade to give some depth. But I think with Clink, they would go in and do different passes with embroidery, and that would basically give you more freedom to make some cool movement in that.
Yeah, and he's got like a bunch of like fun kind of like summer series food hats, like those s'mores he did last year.
Yep.
And then the s'more with Heather. So just kind of expanding into like this kind of like fun food, darkish, funny-ish, kind of thing. I'm for it, man. You do the whole food lineup too.
Yeah.
Did
I give you? I feel like I suggested this to him. I said you should do a bratwurst.
Yeah.
Like a WORST.
Worst.
But it's okay. No, that's just sick, dude. I like how the bottom one's kind of like smushed.
Smushed, yeah. The other one's kind of got like the devil horns too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Pretty cool piece. All right, number 7, Claire DeLoon. Tri-Dub is back.
It's a lot of circles.
A lot of circles.
Jeez.
I don't remember who it was. Someone came on the show and it's like circles are like the hardest thing to embroider. And Tri-Dub heard that and was like, yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah, that might be a little too much for me. I mean, it's well done, you know. I'm
Mhm.
not hating on that. Just don't know how I feel about it, especially like the kind of the small ones, the small circles right here.
Some are tiny around like the, the nose and stuff. Tiny, tiny,
Yeah.
tiny.
Now it's good to see Tridub back. I don't think
Yeah.
he's been submitting as much lately, so that's cool.
Oh, this is a collaboration. Claire.com.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Claire.com. Artist from Ottawa, Ontario. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
So it looks like they do rugs or no, acrylic on canvas. Interesting.
Okay.
So they do a bunch of art like this. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, the colors just don't speak to me, like the purples, and then colorways kind of seems like the button's like a blue almost, trying to
Yeah.
match darker circles.
The problem is her stuff is so intricate, and you can do that with paint. It's
Oh, yeah.
very hard to kind of execute that with embroidery. We kind of saw a little bit of that with like Bob Fryer and his stuff, trying to stay true to kind of his style, but then when you bring it over, it's really hard to execute. So there might be a little bit of a kind of simplification that needs to be happening, but definitely like a really cool rad artist.
Yeah. I mean, I
Claire
think you might be talking enough in crits that people are like, oh, okay. I'm down
Yeah.
to see what Clink can do with this. So
yeah. It's gonna take a lot to vote well too if they're not familiar with
yeah.
this stuff. So we'll see. Number 8. Jake is with here with the zombie sides. Resurrection Week potentially.
It's a third for Josh right here.
Yeah. I was saying it's Jake here, but this is Josh.
Yeah, it's a collab with Josh.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Pretty sure.
Let me see. So I saw that. Yeah, I saw it on his page. Okay, yeah. So it's a collab. Cool.
Damn,
Oh.
3. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah, it's good work. Again, the green. I love the greens.
Love the greens.
I'm usually not a huge fan of the cassettes, those kind of designs, but this one's a little bit different than the others. It's more kind of mummy zombie-ish take to it.
Yeah. And then a good pun.
Yeah. Zombie sides.
Yeah. No real notes here. Just a
No.
solid piece. Yeah, they did a good job. All right. Number 9, Sierra, data loss. Another potential resurrection week.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts here?
Kind of feeling the colorway. I don't mind the.
It's like a Vegas goldy tan kind of.
Yeah. Solid. Good positioning of the character, the front character, and the back characters are simplified.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what they are, floppy disks, but
not everyone's gonna know what a floppy disk is, but yeah.
But I think even if they don't, you can understand that it's old.
Yeah.
Old.
Yeah. Can't believe they used to put like games on those things.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah. What was it? Computer class, 7th grade.
I remember Warcraft 2 being on a floppy disk.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah.
Times were simpler back then, man.
Way simpler.
Yeah.
But
that was solid work.
Yeah. I always remember they kind of like there's like a spring action almost. You can kind of play with that metal part. Yeah, way to make us feel old, Sierra. But yeah, it's a cool piece for sure. Number 10, Lost Data. So I guess this is the prequel. This is the sequel, I guess. But
all right,
the USB I mean, the USB shouldn't be crying. He can hold like 1,000,000 of those floppy disks worth of information.
Interesting that they would put both of these up.
Yeah.
Seems like there's plenty of other designs that. I like the other one more, personally, but
yeah, I don't know if this will actually qualify for Resurrection Week. It's kind of just dead, but
yeah, gone.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'm with you. The other one kind of has a little bit more personality.
Yeah, it does.
More mascotty and stuff, but yeah, both are cool. But yeah, there's definitely a theme here where there's a lot of repeat artists on the list here. So moving forward, we got Heather teaming up with Mr. Domepiece for Robo Rex.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts here?
I think they're going for the Heather Black visor and button.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Looks kind of grainy. I think that was one of their.
Yeah, it looks textured in some way.
That might have been a Taylor influence there.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be interesting to see. Yeah, she showed us this before they posted. It's solid work. I think the angle of the laser is coming out, and then the head seems a little off to me, but you're kind of fighting with some real estate there, so understandable.
Yeah. Yeah, some like small nitpicky stuff, like it's kind of like lacking a neck a little bit. This back arm almost seems like it's way too big because it fits as a T-Rex. His arm's like here.
Yeah, you could almost put it between the lasers.
Yeah, the lasers are kind of in an awkward, like they just go down. But you take the nitpicky stuff out, it's like kind of a cool theme.
I think people will like it.
Yeah, it should vote well. You can get some metallics in here,
some metallic pewters in there.
Yeah, silvers, pewters, stuff like that. Yeah, just a couple little things with the anatomy, but yeah, good piece. Robo Rex number 12. Cartoons are metal. Looks like Win is jumping in on that neon style. What are your thoughts here?
It's the best design I've ever seen.
You like it?
It's incredible.
Yeah. I don't really have much of a connection to this. I
mean,
not a lot of substance to it, but
yeah, I'm a huge fan of metal.
You are? Okay.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but meh.
Yeah.
I'm
not
sure
really like metal colors though, right? Is metal like really known for like neon stuff? Not really, right?
Not dark. Really.
Yeah.
But he's probably playing more to the cartoony theme to it. So
fair enough. All right. Safe to say probably a miss from both of us. But all right, moving forward. Number 13, the Rink King, nice. Coming from Ink Park. How did John do to you?
I mean, the artwork's great. I think it's just the face to me seems a little too smushed in for a lion.
For a lion, yeah.
Me.
Yeah. I think.
I like the.
Go ahead.
The kind of theme he's doing with the masks, like he did it with the Falcon.
Is it Falcon?
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool to see. I feel like the mane kind of blends in too much to the crown.
Yeah.
Can't even tell what color crown that is. Looks like a dark brown, but
yeah, probably like
seems too dark.
A burnt wood or something.
So I don't know if like a lighter border would look better, but and then maybe the snout kind of pushed out further.
Yeah, it's go ahead. Sorry.
He kind of just has I don't know what kind of look he has on his face. Kind of just unimpressed.
Yeah, kind of just stoic and
just meh.
Yeah.
So
one thing potentially I would do. Yeah, I'm with you. The main is kind of like the main outline is kind of like it's all kind of gets a little muddy. I want a little contrast there. And the mask. So like I'd want it to feel more like a mask and like more on the face as a part. Like right now, it just seems like it's part of the face. I think like you can do like a cool effect by maybe adding some textures on the mask, kind of having it sit on his face, like kind of maybe like maybe it's some drool coming out or something, like just to
Yeah.
know that he's like kind of fierce.
I think it looks that way because you can't really see what is his
Yeah,
bird
yeah.
right here,
Yeah, so I would just give him something that kind of sits on, and you could see the bottom of his snout, maybe a tooth or something like
Yeah.
that. And then the strap that he's got, it almost looks like it's like someone took like a buzzer and just buzzed his hair, but like it's the strap, right? So like just make it a little bit more obvious. Maybe
Or maybe
you
on
need
the
a
side.
strap
I
the
don't know
other
if they do
way.
that with the-
Yeah, maybe some other straps too, and not maybe that's not the only strap, but yeah, like I think like the bare bones of like a concept is there. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just anger him a little bit more. Like right now he's just kind of just annoyed, just waiting, I guess. But you give him like a little bit of weathering on the mask, maybe like a crack or something. Just show that he's got teeth underneath somehow, some way. But definitely a cool piece.
Yeah.
The Rink King.
Job, John.
And even like the Kings, their mascot, I believe, is a lion too. So the LA Kings. So I mean, you don't want to lean too much into that because then you're gonna probably not get it approved. But it's a cool piece. Number 14, near mint CBS Inc. What are your thoughts on this one?
CBS, man. Chad's
So
the man,
fun.
dude. Always clean.
So fun.
Yeah, it's a sick, dude. I don't know. I feel like maybe you could push it over to the left a little bit.
Yeah.
Then the character wouldn't be centered. Something just seems like heavy on the right.
I think it's because of the axe and like you got the base here too.
Which is fine. I don't care if something's not like perfectly centered or anything
Right.
like that. But solid work.
Yeah, he did a great
Do you have
job.
any good notes for this other than Chad's the man, dude?
Yeah, it's so fun. One thing is, I don't know if it needs this part of it.
The base?
Yeah, the base, because I feel like it's a little small, and the fact that it's small, it kind of throws, like you said, it's very heavy on this side.
Yeah.
So like one of the things you can do is just eliminate the base.
So is it supposed to be like an action figure or one of those little figurines that you collect?
I couldn't tell. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
That's the only thing for me is I wasn't into all that, the figurines and collecting action figures per se. But
do you remember there was this game? I forget what it's called now, but there's like Marvel characters, and then you can kind of spin the bottom. What's it called now? I don't know.
Older thing or
yeah, it's super old game. It's not like a board game, but it's like a game. It's like a collectible. Hold on. What's it called? What's it freaking called? Hero Clicks. That's what it was called.
What is it?
Hero Clicks. So hold on a sec.
Hero.
So I couldn't tell if it was like kind of made to look like Hero Clicks. Oops. Hold on. Yeah. So like they were all on this kind of. They're all kind of like on this base thing, and then they all had stats. So like you could play, and then as you get hit or whatever, you click them lower and lower. But it was like a game.
Wow.
I mean, I collect them as a kid, but I didn't really. I was too dumb to really understand how to play the game. But they're like rare ones. You can buy them in like blind boxes and stuff. Yeah, I had a bunch. But yeah, Hero Clicks.
Kinda
Yeah,
has
like their
that feel, but I
stats.
don't know.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if he was going for like a Hero Clicks kind of thing. Or not, but it kind of reminded me of it. But then you see the joints, it makes me think it's like a regular kind of action figure. So I wasn't sure which one he's going for. But either way, it's a cool piece.
Either way.
Yeah. Because if it's like a base, this little base ain't holding this guy up. But either way, yeah, cool piece, Chad.
You know, unless he had some like counterweight on the axe part.
Mm-hmm. Levi teaming up with Junker against Something Wicked. Off rip, if you covered this up, I almost would have thought this was like almost like a Rick Clifton, but Something Wicked by Levi.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts here?
Solid work. I like the simplicity, which is 2 colors. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's almost Shadow League, but not really.
Yeah.
I think the angle of the eye sockets is messed with me. What'd you say?
I'm just saying, adding on to what you said with the 2 colors, like there's like a third color there, but it's really just negative space.
Yeah. Well, it's good work, but I was saying, like, I think the eye sockets seem like they're on a different plane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. Like they're too big, or the part between the eyes is too thin, or
Yeah, maybe it's just shifted a little bit awkwardly,
so
but
maybe some slight tweaking there. Yeah, that's just small things.
yeah. It's cool to see them kind of experiment with different styles. This almost looks like
cool
it's like almost like it's like a t-shirt print, or almost like a t-shirt screen print.
Yeah,
you know, it's a cool, definitely different. Color is smooth, stone brown with a kind of like a tan under. But yeah, Levi and Junker. Number 16, 14, 8. He had a bunch of ninja ones, so you're gonna kind of see him coming up.
Yeah, he like resub like 3 or 4.
Yeah. So you're gonna see them all here. So they all kind of have a bunch of. I normally don't remember what like the order of stuff, but like these ones kind of well, it was obvious that they're all together, so they're all going to kind of come out. So this one, and this one came together. So, any one of these kind of stick out to you?
All right, cool. Good to see him get some.
Yeah, you definitely like due for one to get through. I mean, if one of them is, I think this one's got the best chance. The Blossom, and I do believe this is the newest one of the bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah. What are your thoughts on the 3 that Neil did?
I think this is my favorite. I can't remember how it did last time. Not sure if the changes will help. I hope he gets one through because he deserves it. So
yeah, he's definitely due for one. The problem with his style is it may not vote well, but it always embroiders good, man.
True.
So hopefully he gets back to it. This one is definitely, to me, the one that will embroider the best. The best looking one is probably this one.
I think,
probably.
Yeah, I mean this one would be pretty cool embroidered too.
Yeah, this one reminds me a lot of like G.I. Joe's from back in the day, but yeah, I just think he nailed it with this one. The star inside the flower, and the ninja star inside the flower is just such a clean logo. I hope this one makes it through.
Yeah.
But moving forward, Rob Smid's back, Clink Rider. He's got like the little name tag on it with the marker. Originally thought this was almost like a donut, so I don't know if I love the colorway. But what are your thoughts?
What?
The pink made me think it was like the donut, like that kind of generic, like Simpsons kind of donut. sprinkly donut.
Strawberry donut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely a cool piece.
Yeah, his artwork is definitely unique. So that's a good thing on him. I guess I would say I always like going for bold lines, but I think the shoes kind of get, especially if they do the black and just black threads over the colors, might get kind of muddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's super bold, thick lines.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing, but I know sometimes when they go over it with the black, it kind of muddies up a little bit. But
I would want to see this in a new colorway, but yeah, we'll see how it votes. It might do well. Number 20, the avocado, Seamus. What do you thought? What are you thinking of this one?
there's another green UV that we like.
Funky.
Yeah, funky green. I love avocados, so I can't hate on it. It's drawn well. I think the nose on the right is pretty funny.
Yeah, like that little disguise.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the colors. Choking the chicken, that's funny too. It's definitely odd.
Yeah, I think he's saying he grew up on a steady schedule of Saturday morning cartoons all the way to the Three Stooges and Muppet Show. So I think he's kind of just throwing in all the Marx Brothers. Okay. With the gag props. That's what it is. Rubber chickens, Groucho glasses, fake era. Okay. So kind of just regurgitating all the Saturday morning goodness, which kids don't know nothing about it now because they just watch whatever they want on demand. But yeah, Saturday morning.
You don't know how good you have it, dude.
Yeah. You just watch it whenever you want. But definitely a fun piece. Colorway's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No real notes. But all right. Moving forward to the challenge of the week. So not a specific challenge. Shout out to CBS Inc. Chad in the Discord. I'm just gonna kind of echo his request, and I already noticed that people are starting to do it with yours in the bottom right hand corner there too. So his request was to have a show your work challenge, kind of along with submission posts, include photos of a sketch, vector, phases, kind of a good way to combat the use of AI in designs. He's also saying so. Like I want to echo that too. I think it's a good challenge. And then just from this week, I just tried to grab as many of the kind of sketches and processes from people. So you got Chad, Sierra, Donnie, and yourself here. So what are your thoughts on this challenge?
I think it's great. When he first said it, I was totally on board. I think not only does it combat AI, shows your work. It's just cool to see other people's the way they approach designs. So that's, I think it's good. It's refreshing. So
yeah, and you can kind of see.
I wish my design would have been on Critz, but
I think yours was done after they were chosen potentially. Oh no, maybe right on the edge.
Nope,
right on the edge. But
I'm not going to cry about it later. I'll be fine.
You'll be there next week, I think. It's a good piece. But yeah, just
this will be good.
Yeah, no real prompt other than just show your work, man. Show your homework, man. I hope.
Bring it on, dudes.
Yeah, I hope we see more sketches because I'm a fan of the process too. I'm a fan of kind of going through it and refining it and posting and kind of updates and stuff like that. Actually, two artists this week actually hit me up for just like suggestions on colorways, just stuff like that. So I'm always glad to kind of give my feedback with that kind of stuff. And yeah, just hope you guys have fun this week with the challenge. So show your work. And I think this is like a cool thing just to do moving forward, man. I think like um just constantly entering on crits too can feel kind of tiring sometimes for the artists. So just kind of like working through and refining and really submitting great work is gonna make you, I think, feel a little bit more accomplished. But it's tough right now, man. Right now, just getting stuff through, even just to crits, and then you're in a battle of 20, and then from there, they only take like 3-4 per week, sometimes maybe less, sometimes maybe more. But yeah, it's super competitive,
Tough,
man.
man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff being left on the floor potentially every week. So I put it, I give you guys a lot of credit for coming back each and every week with enthusiasm, and sometimes it gets heavy and it's hard to kind of push through sometimes when if you're on a
It gets
batch.
tough.
Say that again.
So it does get tough sometimes, when
Yeah,
you put so much effort into designing and trying to be there for Clink Room and collabing, and nothing ever hits crits. It wears on you. That's why I took a little break
yeah,
a week and a half, just to kind of find my place again.
yeah. Kind of clear your mind a little
Just
bit.
ask myself, why am I doing this? Yeah, just to kind of take a step back.
Yeah, yeah. I can tell you though, it's probably a lot of people are fighting with it and going through like we mentioned 14-8. He's definitely due for one, and more of your work's got to be put through. But yeah, it's tough, man. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So
That's very true.
Yeah. So keep fighting the good fight. Where can people kind of connect with you?
Instagram or Discord if you're on there. But
yeah,
primarily Instagram. I'm always on there checking stuff and supporting people, so I'll be there.
Yeah. Discord's definitely a fun place too to kind of just connect with some of the artists and kind of get good feedback. There's a lot of colorway talk and stuff like that to kind of just refine yourself. So make sure you guys are joining that. If you need instructions or help on where to find that, let me know. I definitely will put that out for you. But for Zach and Leon, we're going to call it here. But hope you guys have a great week. We'll be back next week with another episode. But we're out of here. Peace.
See y'all later.
You're at the end of the world as you know it, my dude. Time is up and you out of mood, so what will you do? It's the BP mercenaries not here to...
Brought to you by VFTV.